before we start the recording. That way, when we start talking, I like have some direction on what to say, because I don't want to make the viewers listen to me go through the Lavender Haze music video or something similar to that again.
That was a great breakdown, okay? I think people learned a lot.
You think so?
No.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate. Although I will say, well, since I brought it up, I gotta just stop bringing it up, but Taylor Swift's tour kicks off this month, so I'm quite excited about that.
Oh my god. So you're going to the Atlanta show, right?
Yeah, I'm going to the Atlanta show, so back April 29th. Yeah, 29th.
So you're hopping back and forth a bit in the next couple of months.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be in Atlanta next week, back again at the end of April, back again like 2 weeks later for a wedding, and then that's it.
We probably already talked about this.
You might have, but yeah,
It
3
sounds familiar.
kind of trips planned in the next few months. And then probably won't go back to Atlanta until I move back down to the southeast.
When's that? The summer? Yeah, summer.
Yeah, into June will probably be the time frame. Probably around the 4th of July again. Like when I moved up here last year. So.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
It's Elizabeth, once again talking about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, we don't have a topic again, but it worked out last week. Kind of. Well, 2 weeks ago, I should say, with the Chase episode. So, I'm not expecting the same.
That profound to say.
I'm not expecting the same, but that is what you're kind of being compared to, so no pressure.
Oh my gosh, now there's all the pressure.
Well, if it makes you feel better, we had a standard Tanner episode last week, so you have a buffer in terms of the profoundness. You know.
Yeah, I guess I can take that. Did you guys get a bunch of snow this weekend?
What do you count as a bunch?
Well, I guess we had probably what I would say is our biggest snow since I moved up here. Like Friday night into Saturday.
I think we got like somewhere in the realm of 3 to 6 inches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we were like plus 6 inches. Like, I think we were 8 inches, maybe a little bit more. But I had my first experience of having to, like, shovel the snow to basically dig my car out of the parking spot I was parked in.
To dig your car out. Straight away. 8 inches?
Although Do what?
What? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say my pro strat on that one was just to essentially dig out the snow in front of the parking spot and then, like, kind of, like, lower everything around the edge, and then that way I could get into the car, but I just had to, dig my path out forward. But then I also did shovel a little bit because my parking lot is down from the main road, so getting up that hill when it's all slushy and slick is, like, the worst thing ever, and there's always someone coming. So you have to, like, very strategically time your ascent up the hill, because if you have to come to a stop, then it's just game over.
That seems like a poor design in that part of the country.
Yeah, honestly, it's a little confusing as to why it was done that way, but alas, such is... I think it's because, like, we're kind of on a hill, semi along the river, there's a park, and so it's all downhill on like the one side of the road that we live off of towards the riverbank.
Well, at least you get to experience something like that, until you flock south again, I guess.
Yeah, like a goose.
Do geese flock south? Is that a thing? I don't think so.
Do they not migrate?
Do they? I feel like.
Let's Google.
Hold on. We're gonna look this up. Maybe they do. That's just an interesting choice.
Rather than another bird?
I guess they do migrate.
Yeah, they do go south in the winter.
Alright, well, you're like a goose.
Well, I guess I kind of did it opposite. Came up here, stayed through the winter, and then I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, but you had a really nice fall.
Very true.
I guess.
Really can't beat the fall in the upstate.
And summers are tough. I mean, they're not easy. They're just like any other summer on the East Coast.
Yeah, I think it was interesting because I was expecting it to, be maybe like more mild or just like, colder. And when I got up here, it was, like in the 60s that day. And I was like, oh, like it is kind of chillier. But then it was like, I don't know if it was record high temperatures, but it was, in the mid upper 90s.
Mm-hmm.
In July here, which is fine when you have an apartment with air conditioning. Not fine with like a lot of the historic buildings in the area that don't have air conditioning.
Yeah, there's a lot of old buildings up here. But I feel like that's also true in the South. I don't know. Any kind of non-big city. There's a lot of like, buildings built in the 20th century, stuff like that. Or not 20th, I guess 19th century. Early 20th, late 19th century.
Yeah,
type of buildings. I think my apartment, well, I don't know. 19, no, mine's, well, anyway. You didn't do what you were going to do today, but I'm gathering.
What?
Did I ask that right? You had semi-plans today and it didn't happen.
Did I have plans today? Did I tell you I had plans today?
You said you might have.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so I was thinking about going skiing, but what ended up happening, so yesterday I volunteered at a regional science bowl competition for like the capital region in New York. So I was judging for that, which was actually really fun. My high school, I don't know if my high school had a science bowl team. I think we might have had a quiz bowl team and like a math bowl team. But, I'd never really been exposed to science bowl and experienced that outside of maybe like a science Olympiad competition was probably the closest I got. And so I like they had like trainings and whatnot because, it's the regional tournament, so you can't just roll up not knowing what to do. But the competition was really fun. We had a high school competition and then a middle school competition in the afternoon. They did have to delay it by 2 hours for the start because of all the snow. And, some people were traveling a further distance to get to the site. So that ended up working out nicely. But it was a significant enough snow to slow some things down. But yeah, so originally, if I had gone, I was potentially going skiing today, but then that was if the rest of the group was going to go skiing today. But then yesterday, the conditions and the timing worked out better for everyone, so they went skiing yesterday, so did not have to figure out whether or not I'd go skiing today, because it would have just been me by myself. Didn't really want to go by myself. Also, I did my one skiing trip for the season, and I think I'm probably good.
You're a once a season type of person?
Yeah, maybe. I think I could be a more than once a season kind of person if I got my own skis,
Hmm. I feel like
because then I
renting
would feel
equipment's a
more like
lot.
committed to going. But I don't know. I don't think I enjoy it that much. Hot take.
Wow. Careful who you tell that to. A
Yeah.
peer.
Well, I feel like the whole premise of skiing is going fast downhill, and I don't want to go fast downhill. I
You
just
want
kind
to
of
go
want to
nice and slow.
I just kind of want to glide downhill. So maybe cross country skiing would be more my speed. But then the thought of having to use the little stick thingies and basically just pull myself on a flat surface also does not really sound that exciting. I
It can
feel like
be
I need
tough.
a little bit of hill so I still have my downward momentum,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't
So you
want
need
to go fast.
a really shallow hill, a really shallow, long hill
Yeah.
to do your skiing.
Which is that's not skiing. That's just not how it works. It's not going down the mountain. So
It could be though. Who's
it'd be
to say
kind of
it
a
can't
sad.
be? It sounds like there's a market for it.
Maybe. Well, I feel like the market is just snow tubing.
But you go pretty fast in a snow tube though.
Right, but you're sitting, so I feel like it's different.
I guess. I mean, hmm, yeah.
I don't know. You're also not changing directions. Just kind of have the big open slide area. You know, at Stone Mountain, how there's that big lawn in front of the mountain where people sit for the fireworks show?
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
And they set up a fake, they call it Snow Mountain. They set up a fake snow tubing thing on there. And I think that they actually build it up a little bit higher so it's steeper. But I feel like that would be, if it was longer, that could be an ideal little baby slope that would go the approximate speed I would want to go.
Is skiing just a roller coaster but in the winter?
You know, I feel like the answer to your question could be yes.
I gotta
But
add
for
this to the
me,
list.
I like roller coasters, but I don't love skiing. I love big roller coasters. But in some ways, yeah, I feel like you
Because
could equate to.
it's the same concept, right? You're just going from a high
Fast.
point really fast to a low point.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
mean,
is true.
obviously that's a gross generalization, but
Choose your own adventure roller coaster.
because well, yeah, because you're doing it for the same type of thrill, right?
Yeah, for the G-force, the speed.
There's a lot of sirens going on. Can you hear that?
I cannot hear the sirens.
Oh.
Well, if you think about it, you know, a roller coaster, you're, using that downward pull and all that stuff, but you have a set track that you can go on. Whereas on the mountain, there is that element of, you can go straight down, you don't have to zigzag back and forth, you can, for lack of a better term, pizza versus french fry for how fast you want to go.
Sure, but it's still like a regimented, for the most part, course that you're going. You know, like it's a set path.
Right. Yeah. You have the, whichever path you choose to take, it's outlined, and so, yeah, I could get
Yeah,
behind
I
that.
guess it's a roller coaster with more creative freedom.
Hmm.
Like you're designing your own roller coaster on the fly.
Yeah. What's that roller coaster tycoon game?
Yeah, it's Roller Coaster Tycoon in real life,
Yeah.
I guess. All right, so I put it on my list of questions. There's 267. but we're not going to go through them. But the other one, which we haven't talked about yet, which is the next topic for the show. This might take an hour. Okay. Is a calzone an Italian quesadilla?
Ooh. How are you supposed to rapid fire this for the game? Like that's. I could imagine, someone could just right off the bat be like, yes. Well, I guess okay. So start with the base. So like, what defines a quesadilla? 2 tortillas with cheese, 1 tortilla folded over with cheese, alternate ingredients on the inside.
I think if you do it right, it's one folded, right? The 2 is like, I don't think that doesn't really work.
Yeah, I guess if you do 2, that's just like gonna make you like a giant circle, which is not really the correct.
It's not what you're going for.
Yeah.
Because I think you need that pocket aspect, right?
That's true, because if you just did 2, then the answer would certainly be no.
So maybe even not quesadilla, maybe a calzone is an Italian burrito. We've got to equate it to something, okay? That's what I'm getting at. Maybe a stromboli is a burrito, and a calzone is a quesadilla.
Openings?
The what?
With like the openings? No, stromboli is the one where like you roll it up and then cut it in thin slices.
Yes and no.
Okay, I'm looking on Google because there's a couple different. Because I don't.
I guess you could cut it up. I don't always cut it up in thin slices, but that's why I'm saying yes and no. It is the one that you roll up.
Yeah, it's the one that you roll up. Okay, yes, I see.
Is that a burrito?
That's more of a burrito than I would have to say that you're equating. What's the one where it's like open?
Which one?
Is it just calzone and strawberry? Are those the only 2 options?
Are you talking about pizza? Are you talking about a pizza? That's the one that's open.
I think I'm just thinking of a calzone where they like slice the top of it before they bake it, so it has like the openings.
That's just pizza, though. A calzone with the top sliced out of it is just pizza.
No. You know how it's like in a pie where they like cut out like designs in like the top of the pie crust, kind of like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant they just like took the top piece off.
To the calzone. That is just pizza. Yeah, I think most of the time I've had stromboli lately.
I'm surprised you know, because a lot of people don't even know what a stromboli is. So.
Well, I feel like the last time I've had it, or honestly, the only main times I've had it, I don't think I've ever opted to eat a stromboli whenever I'm at like a pizza restaurant. It's already been like pre-cut, so I never like thought of it as like the whole rolled thing. Yeah, no, I would say like half of these pictures that I'm looking at of the stromboli have that pie crust cut out windows pattern to it.
Okay.
Then if I look at the calzone, a few of them do too. So I'm thinking that's just like a
kind of like a savory apple strudel.
Yes. Okay, so now if we're going back to this comparison with the quesadilla, because it looks like a quesadilla, but they close off all the sides on the calzone. So that's something to consider. Where on the quesadilla, the cheese and everything kind of like leak out, like while it's cooking. You get some of those like nice like little fried crispy cheeses around the edge. But not in a calzone. But premise-wise, you have...
The premise is that all food is the same.
Yeah. Well, this is a hot dog a sandwich. I think this is just the next, another level to that question.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Italian versus Mexican food take on it. Although,
Let's see.
could we equate it to something else? Like, is it quesadilla, calzone, and something else?
I don't even know what other cuisine would you relate it to.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Well, I was thinking shape-wise, maybe like a pita pocket, like a shawarma.
Yeah,
But I
that's
feel like that would fall into the sandwich category.
so it can't. So calzone is a sandwich.
Maybe a calzone's a sandwich. Well, when you think
I
about it,
think
it's cheese. Do they put sauce in calzones? Like, maybe just like a little bit?
no, they put sauce. There's a hefty sauce.
Okay, so sauce, cheese, and then sometimes toppings. I feel like that works, comparing the two. Meaning quesadilla. You have the bread, tortilla versus pizza dough, cheese.
All right, we don't have to spend more time on this. This is
Just a quick little question. So you said this could take an hour.
it could anything
It
could.
Should it? No.
I don't know.
I'm just looking at pictures of pizza. See what you do to me.
What's wrong? What are you gonna get pizza now because of that? Is this like an impulse buy kind of a thing? Like
Oh, maybe it is.
some
However,
psychology?
I don't think I'm in the mood for pizza.
I just had pizza last night. So
What are your go-to toppings?
I kind of get something different every time. This was pizza that was already bought for work, so I didn't have a choice. But yeah, I don't really have a go-to. I know that's like me to not answer a question, but this one really is like a
I
thing.
am shocked. You're not answering?
Well, I'm trying to think the last time I actually ordered pizza.
So, not to like completely detract, but while I was closing out my browser, I was like, why am I getting so many volcano pictures when I googled Stromboli? So apparently there's a volcano called Stromboli.
Where is it?
Stromboli, Italy.
Oh, I was gonna say it better be in Italy.
It's in
Oh
the
my
Aegean
god.
Islands. It's in the province of Sicily. Mount Stromboli. Yeah, Stromboli is an island in the Tyrrhenian Sea? Tyrrhenian Sea?
I see. Yeah. Let's pull up the map. This is not loading. Oh, there we go. We have to go.
So there.
Yeah.
Let's
We're gonna go
see.
next week.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good plan. I think we could totally plan an Italy trip.
To Mount Stromboli. You'd probably take a boat there, right? Or like a little plane from Sicily.
Okay, I clicked on them and they did not send me where I wanted to go.
Did you watch the White Lotus?
I didn't watch White Lotus. Do you think I should watch it?
Well, there's the second season is set in like Sicily, and I'm seeing like all the towns that they went to on the map, like Palermo and stuff like that.
What is the premise of that show?
Yes, you should watch.
Not like is the White Lotus not like a place? How can it be in two different places?
The White Lotus is like a resort chain.
Oh, okay.
And so the first season is set in Hawaii, I think, I want to say. And then the second season is in Italy. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty much a whole different cast. I think you should watch it. It's a good show.
Stromboli it's out there. Certainly off the coast.
wait, that's a different volcano. Where is the Stromboli volcano?
On Stromboli.
I don't see it. Now it's not coming up. Oh, there we go.
There's an airport, actually.
There is an airport.
On the island, allegedly.
It's just for helicopters, looks like.
I clicked on the picture, and that does not look like an airport.
Well, it's like probably like a helicopter pad, and that's it. So we'd have to like Jurassic Park our way over.
Yeah, this does not look like an inhabited island.
There's an observation center that's closed. Oh no, that's a restaurant? Well, it's closed anyway.
I'm scrolling through the pictures, and this one photo just looks like the side of it. Well, I guess that's cooled magma. What it looks like. Like, lava just kind of came out and slid down the side of the volcano there into the ocean. And I was like, how are you supposed to hike up that? I don't think you are.
Ooh, there's a vacation home rental agency. They're pet friendly.
Yeah, I just seen a picture that does look like there's a restaurant there.
Yeah, there's a restaurant there.
Wait a second. What is this photo? A village? The plot thickens. Maybe there's homes on one side of the island?
It's not showing up though.
Punto.
Like, you should be able to see roads. Oh, what is this? Oh my god. There's a grocery store. There's a store. Oh. Oh yeah. I just had to zoom in. There is a village.
That's okay, no.
Kind of a village? I don't know. What would you consider a village? There's another village that there's a scrapbooking store.
Watching a video for maybe.
Okay, yeah, because we can hear all of that.
You could hear it, or were you being sarcastic?
I could hear, like, static.
Yeah, I think it's just like a lot of wind and wave noise. It does look pretty. Like if you would go in the right season, it's green. The hike up to the volcano observation deck probably would be pretty cool.
Oh, there's the volcano. I got the layers on now.
Yeah, it looks like the spot to view the volcano is from this, like, I think it's from the left of the volcano, and that's where you can kind of see the big smoothed out section of just hardened magma, like I
think so. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of people about it. It's interesting living there.
Yeah, there's like it's like the Ginostra region, San Vincenzo, San Bartolo, and Stromboli.
Alright, fine, we'll go.
The biggest time, yeah. Okay, you've convinced me. I guess we gotta go. Let's see. Where in Italy would we be going in from, or boating in from, maybe? I'm trying to think, like, where's, like, the biggest city that I recognize in this area. I don't know if I do. Maybe Naples is the closest place that I recognize.
Oh, like, just in general for this whole area?
Yeah.
This is pretty far.
That's what I'm saying. I don't recognize many of these city names in South Italy.
Well, you gotta watch The White Lotus. They drop a lot of these names.
Okay, so that's what I'm hearing, is I just need to up my TV game.
Hold on, let me see. I gotta do
While we're at it, we should visit Liechtenstein.
While we're at it. Oh, while we're over there?
Yeah. We'll fly to... I don't know. Where should we fly into?
Probably like somewhere in Sicily. Man, there's a lot of sirens going on today, and I saw one when I was driving back like an hour ago. So something's going on. I don't think it's a St. Patrick's Day thing.
Oh yeah, I think there was like a St. Patrick's Day bar crawl thing. Is Sicily the little island at the bottom that like the boot is kicking?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see the name now. They made the city's names bigger than the... Oh, there's a Syracuse, Sicily.
Yes, there is. That's where I live.
Yep.
It's not.
It's actually the middle of the night right now for you.
Well, you didn't study abroad, right?
No, I didn't.
So, yeah, you didn't have, I guess, as many opportunities as those who did. I guess I would have known if you studied abroad because you would have talked about it a lot. So.
I feel like that's so unfair, but also probably not off base.
No, Tanner would make fun of himself for it, so it's fine. It's fine.
I was going to say, we know some people who went and studied abroad together and very much did the whole study abroad changed my life thing.
Yeah.
So.
Ariana was very self-aware. Although now she does tons of stuff abroad, so.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even talking about her. I didn't feel like she was, like, too, like, cliche about it.
No, she wasn't. I'm just noticing how big Greenland is. This is the map section of the podcast.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I had to keep scrolling up because I wasn't zoomed out far.
It is shrinking, right? So.
Yeah.
And it's mostly your fault, so let's keep that in mind.
Why is it my fault?
Alright, so we'll, what next? Thoughts on Russia? Go.
I don't have, what? I don't think I have thoughts. There are no thoughts in my brain. That's why doing my homework is going so long today.
Oh man. So what are you doing? So you're going to be done in July. That's the last rotation, or are you still? This is the second one. I don't remember. Starting
the last rotation in July.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like forever. They really hold you hostage on this program for a long time.
Only 2 years.
Okay, I guess it feels like forever. Maybe because I've been working for longer. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only a year and, 2 months into the program.
Really? I guess you are.
I feel like
I don't really understand time.
The class portion of it has really felt like it's been long. At least for me. Feels like it's never going to end.
And you're going back to South Carolina, right?
Probably. I'll look at the Atlanta roles as well, but I think the role that I want is in South Carolina.
You could stay.
I could, but the role that I want's not up here.
What role are you going to be doing, and why are you giving up a better one here?
Well,
no pressure.
The design roles here are not limited, but There are none that specifically let you work on like a heat transfer type of application. Like heat transfer, thermo, aerothermal, any of that. That's all in Greenville because they only do that type of analysis on the gas turbine. Like I think all the design roles, because that's the one rotation that I'm missing that I haven't done yet. They're all mechanical design for the most part in Schenectady, so.
When's the new, is the new name, company, split, whatever you want to call it, next year?
Yeah, so I believe it'll be January is when Vernova and Aerospace will split from each other, because they already had the healthcare spinoff this past January. And then we'll
It seems
spin
like a
off.
long time. But I'm going through my own company split right now, and we're still using like the old company name and like login for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been over a year since the official split, and there's still like the HR portal is still through the old HR portal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what? How long does this take?
Why they're taking this much time is so that they can get everything separate, because there's a lot of overlap. Because they're both a similar product for the aerospace turbines that go on planes, and then the gas power turbines. Similar products, different application, and not the same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like things are heavier in gas turbine world, because it can be.
Well, I think we've run our course here.
One thing that we can talk about without.
Like, we already did the scrolling through a map section of the podcast.
I love the map section of the podcast. I'm just gonna have to prep. I'm gonna have to prep an interesting topic for next time. I think is what I'm gonna do.
We had a last second cancellation, and we're gonna grill that person next week. So we'll plan a show next week. Those are gonna be on back-to-back episodes. Yep, they're gonna get grilled. It's gonna be a roast.
I don't want it to be a roast. I don't think I'd be good at a roast.
No, it's too bad. Too bad. You're gonna be on the roast. Because I don't know what happened. We scheduled this around their schedule.
I feel like my entire life is a roast of me.
That's not true. I feel like I've supported you. I'm one of your supporters.
Appreciate it. I feel like you also can be my roaster, though.
I gotta give you both sides, I gotta show you the whole world, the whole package.
Yeah. Gotta have people to keep me in my place. Gotta stay humble,